Have you ever stopped to watch a trail of ants marching across the ground, all in perfect order like a tiny army on a mission? It might just look like insects doing their thing, but what if I told you ants are actually some of the smartest creatures on the planet, at least for their size? When we think of smart animals, we usually picture dolphins, elephants, or maybe even dogs. But ants, they're tiny. They don't even have ears. Yet, these little bugs are working together in massive, complex colonies, solving problems, farming food, and even going to war. So what makes them so smart? Ants are the ultimate team players. While a single ant might not seem that clever on its own, it's when they work together that their intelligence really shines. This is something scientists call collective intelligence, where a group of individuals can solve problems and make decisions that seem way too advanced for any one member alone. It's like their colony is one giant superbrain made of thousands of tiny bodies. And it's not just basic cooperation. Ants build actual cities underground, multi-level nests with tunnels, ventilation systems, even farming areas. Leafcutter ants, for example, are literal farmers. They don't eat the leaves they cut. Instead, they use them to grow fungus, which they do eat. That's right, these ants are growing crops, farming, as in agriculture. That's something humans only figured out around 10,000 years ago. Ants? They've been doing it for millions. But wait, it gets crazier. Some ants actually keep herds. Yeah, like ranchers. Certain species farm aphids by protecting them from predators and milking them for a sugary liquid called honeydew. They tap the aphids gently to release it, and in return the aphids get protection. That's a mutual relationship based on survival and trade, basically insect economics. Another reason ants are considered smart is their ability to solve complex problems without anyone being in charge. You see, ant colonies don't have a boss yelling orders, not even the queen. Her job is to lay eggs, not run the show. So how does the colony function? Through chemical signals called pheromones. When an ant finds food, it leaves a trail back to the nest. Other ants follow that trail, strengthening it as they go. This means the colony can figure out the shortest path to food sources, like a real-life GPS system, completely decentralized. In fact, scientists have studied ant behavior to design better computer algorithms for things like traffic flow and delivery routes. Oh, and speaking of routes, did you know that army ants can build living bridges with their own bodies? Yeah, they'll link themselves together to help the colony cross gaps or obstacles, then disassemble the bridge when everyone's across. It's like Lego, but made of ants. Then there's memory. You might think ants have goldfish brains, but certain species actually learn from experience. They can remember paths, avoid danger zones, and adapt to changing environments. Some even use landmarks to navigate, recognizing the position of rocks, trees, or shadows to get back home. And when it comes to defense, ants are not to be underestimated. They organize coordinated attacks, form raiding parties, and defend their colonies with military precision. Some species even have specialized roles like soldiers, medics, and scouts. It's like they have their own tiny version of an army, with strategy, planning, and execution. Let's not forget how ants handle their dead. That's right, they have graveyards. When an ant dies, others carry the body to a designated spot far from the nest. Some ants even recognize when another ant is sick and isolate them to prevent the spread of disease. That's advanced social behavior, way beyond what we'd expect from insects. Well, intelligence doesn't always look like what we expect. Ants might not write poetry or build spaceships, but their form of intelligence, collective problem-solving, advanced communication, farming, navigation, warfare, is incredibly sophisticated, and it's all packed into creatures smaller than a fingernail. In many ways, ants are proof that brains aren't everything. You don't need to be big to be smart. You just need to know how to work together, adapt, and use the tools evolution gave you. So the next time you see ants crawling across the sidewalk, take a second to appreciate what's really going on. That little line of bugs. It might just be the smartest traffic system in the natural world. Pretty amazing for something with no ears, no central leader, and a brain the size of a grain of sand. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about ants, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating facts about the tiny wonders of our world.